So last night, as I was going through my messages, I came across a video that one of you lovely folks out there sent to me. Now, I don't always have an opportunity to see everything, but I do appreciate it. So thank you folks out there. But I just so happened to see this one, and it was a short clip, and it's a disturbing clip. And I am going to show you guys the clip as much as I can without, us getting in trouble on this platform. But yeah, once I got a bit of context on exactly what was going on here, I knew in my heart of hearts that this was something that I have to get into, especially after also seeing the aftermath of what this led to. And so, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and play the video and then start to unpack it. So we'll kind of start closer to the end and then, bring you guys to the beginning of this story. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just run this. Yeah, that's enough. All right. So some of y'all may be listening and not watching. So I'll go ahead and break this down. There is an elderly gentleman who is working as concert staff, and he asks a young man to move from his seat. I guess he's not in the right seat or whatever it may be. That young man, and I'm waiting before I do the grand reveal of the ethnicities here, but that young man ends up pushing the old man down the stairs. And once the old man sort of veers off into the seating area, the young man starts to further physically assault him, to beat him up in essence. Now, this just so happens to be at not a Ed Sheeran concert, like the last concert I went to live in person, but this so happens to be at a rap concert, of course. An artist by the name of NBA Youngboy. Now, for those of y'all who don't know who that is, you are better off, trust me. But for those who do, he is essentially one of the biggest rappers in the world. He's like the rapper version of like a Kai Cenat, right? Where he has millions of Gen Z and Gen Alpha kids who, they would drink his bathwater, that sort of thing. He has a cult-like following, which I don't understand. I really don't. This ain't no hate or nothing like that. His music is actual trash. If you heard in the background a little bit of it, that's like his best effort at music. I don't get it. But what I do know is that he invokes the sort of spirit that y'all saw right there. And I use that word intentionally. Like you saw the way he stood over this old man, right? He had this sort of hunchback. That's like an NBA Youngboy trope. It's like he's emoting in the spirit of NBA Youngboy right there. They have this sort of thing that they got going on. So anyway, this, as well as some other situations, led to the cancellation of his concert in Chicago, I believe. Because, what Chicago needs more than anything else is to have a powerful, violent demon to make its way into its midst, like they don't already have enough of that going on down there. So his concert is canceled. And I just want y'all to take a look at some of the responses from these fans. Some of y'all think when I say demonic, I'm being extra, whatever, exaggerating. Oh, we don't believe in that anymore. We're far more sophisticated. It's all just the psyche. Well, okay.
Why you canceling stuff? Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Why is you crying over Youngboy?
God, I want to be like Big Slide. I love Youngboy. It's my favorite rapper. And he just gonna cancel the concert. I've been trying to go through my whole life, bro.
Please in Chicago, boy.
Yes, folks, that's a grown man in front of his child and hopefully his wife, fiance or wife. The odds are probably not likely. But anyway, yeah, he is obviously going through it. And then we have everybody in this bit. And also the language of these individuals, again, whatever you expose yourself to, you take on the characteristics and the features of, oh, that's the NBA YoungBoy in question right here to the left.
So fucking fresh in that bitch, I swear to God.
So effing fresh in that beat. I swear to the first thing. Come on, black culture. Really?
Fuck all y'all so fucking broke. Y'all just broke as hell. I'm broke as hell, I swear to God. Dirk, I hope his ass might not ever get out of jail. Fuck Dirk, I hope his ass die. I hope his ass stay in jail for India.
So her response to the cancellation of this man's concert was to wish death upon another one of these demonic rappers, as well as his baby's mama, I guess you would say. Hopefully a wife, but probably not. So yeah, the first thing she does is to wish death upon another man. I don't know why. And then to call people broke. Oh, by the way, NBA, I believe, stands for Never Broke Again. Or, yeah, Never Broke Again. Is that what it is? NBA. Never Broke Again, young boy. Anyway, so yeah, she proceeds to tell the viewers that they are broke. This sounds like an episode of the Boondocks, folks. You cannot make this stuff up. So, and there's a reason why I'm getting to all of this, you know, the full expose of modern day black culture and its demonic roots. Honestly, it's not just at its, you know, you don't plant good and get bad out. You know what I mean? You don't plant an orange and get apples out. There is darkness and demonic entities at the very fabric of hip hop culture. It was always there. It's just showing itself fully now. And individuals like, I think his name is G. Lewis Craig or G. Craig, something like that, who did the like Hidden Secrets Behind Hip Hop series back in the day. He breaks this down magnificently. He's a pastor, I believe. He does that justice. So I'm not even going to get into the territory. That's not mine. But what I do want to get into is some of these NBA YoungBoy lyrics, folks. Some of these NBA YoungBoy lyrics. Ha. And again, I don't know this song. I pulled it up because it's the latest thing that he put out. So let's go ahead. NBA, yeah. YoungBoy, Never Going Broke. Okay, so NBA is Never Going Broke. Never Broke Again. Hello. Just making stuff up that I want to read. All right. So let me go ahead and put me in the corner. All right. So the song is called Shark. Got a 30 on my seat. Okay. That's the ad lib, by the way. If you ever see this right here, like in lyrics, it's usually an ad lib. So before the song even starts, he tells you that he has his pistol on his seat. And likely it's not for self-defense or to protect the honor of his people. I can tell you that. All right, time to pick up trash. I need me a bag. And my B word, she bad. I always feel like Ben Shapiro when I'm reading these, so mind me. And my B word, she bad. She inside her bag. She see me with a whole lot of cash. And these B words in a trance. Shout out to Ben. It ain't no need to be sad when you with me, everything fancy. So this is, I guess, like a love song or something. And my B, she bad. She inside her bag. Not literally. It's like she's doing her thing, right? See me with a whole lot of cash and these B words in a trance. So, yep, look at me with my money. And now they're in a daze, in a demonic trance of some sorts. It ain't no need to be sad when you with me. Everything fancy. Top. Y'all don't want to know what top means. Just leave that there. I admit it. I had told her that she way up out my league. F it. I've been splurging on these streetwalkers in the street. I'm a shark, young N-word, gonna take these streetwalkers from my meet and greet. So he's gonna take these young ladies of the night after they come to see him at his meet and greet. So it's very generous of him. What else we got here? Mama, I conquered all my problems. Look how I have achieved. Wow. I mean, look, yeah, shout out to mama, right? Look, mama, I've overcome all my problems except for my lust, my pride, my greed, and my violence, my wrath. Everything else, though, I pretty much overcome, mama. We ain't never going broke again. I be riding round them N-word riding round with them problems. I be seeing the streets from all this ish I seen, won't talk about it. He basically actually does talk about it all the time. It's what most of his music is about, is him talking about it. Let's see. He be mouthin', she gon' catch him on the scene. Walk him bout it. So somebody is speaking. She is going to catch him on the scene, which I'm assuming means that she's going to assume some act of violence. And yeah, she's going to walk about it or walk him down, which, yeah, I know it's terrible that I even know what half of this means. But again, this is the world that I throw myself into. Damn it, the money ain't neat. I'm on the medicine. Okay, so now we got the narcotics. Pushing the Jeep, Darth inside the street. I got the what is it? Heckling? Did they spell that correctly? I got sent to the group home. My grandma had died, and I started to pray to the 5. So he's praying. I don't know what the 5 is, but so there's a little bit of trauma that we're seeing, right? His grandmother is no longer with us. Maybe she was the one who was praying for him. So now he started to pray to the 5. He hit the 3 with that fire. I couldn't get to that B word, so I took his life, the one on his side. So he's praying, and his prayer to the 5 leads him to take somebody's life. Again, I got time today. I'm getting into this for a reason. I really need y'all to see the spirit that is operating through these folks. This is the spirit that is underlying the entire so-called black culture. The one that they call us sellouts for calling out. The one that they tell non-black folk they can't talk about and can't criticize. The one that they worship at the very feet of. The one that they drag into their churches. Yeah, I said it. They drag it into their churches. And they mix the holy with the profane. I'm talking about that right there. Let's continue. I got sent to the group home. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Let's see. I'm thinking that pain is part of my style. I've been dealing with this as a boy, as a child. Trauma, once again. I'm standing in court. I ain't cracking a smile. I wouldn't either. Don't end up in court. Don't do it. Whatever it is, just don't. My head held high. I'm going through trial. I ain't playing the front. I'm a fall in the back. Tore up the studio. That's Eli. R.I.P. Jordan. I'm walking to school with my 3. Okay. So his boy is taken, is massacred, assassinated. And now he is going to school with his own weapon on him. There's no healing here. The mama, I overcame my problems, that doesn't exist. So imagine that these are the words. This is just one song, mind you. And this is a guy who has, let me see, how many projects does he have? Because this guy puts out a lot of music. How many projects does NBA Youngboy have? Y'all need to look at this here. I mean, he's prolific. It's just all for the wrong reason. He's got 8 studio albums, 3 compilations, but he's got 26 mixtapes. We're talking about some mixtapes which have countless songs on them. Countless. We're talking 20, 30, 35 songs on them, right? 3 EPs. So he's got at least what? How many songs? And I'm doing all this for a reason. 102 singles. That's just singles. That's not even all the songs on the mixtape. So let's say every mixtape has 15 songs. What's 26 times 15 in real time? Somebody out there is a real mathematician. You are not me. I am not you. So 26 times 15. Let's say 390, 400 songs out in the ether. 400, I say 500 because of the singles that are separate. 500 songs at the very least that he's put out into the world. And you're a 11, 12, 13-year-old and you listen to these songs from 12 to 17 years old. Okay? Let's just put that little equation. So you've listened to his music for the last 5 years, at least 500 songs. So the messaging that is seeping into your subconscious, that is becoming a part of your character, and the influence that you've opened yourself up for spiritually, do you think that it would not lead you to not only being this type of person who's this distraught about not being able to go see your favorite demon, but do you think it would not lead to what we saw right here? With that elderly gentleman, old white man, pushed down the stairs by a young black man, a young black boy might be, who ends up beating the man to a pulp, and nobody around them does anything to stop it. There seems to be a young man right here with the Corona shirt. I don't know what he's on. I don't know if he's helping, if he's contributing. What is he? Okay. I got to give him the credit. I didn't play it all the way through. He grabs him. Okay, good for you. He grabs him. I guess you got to be cautious when you're dealing with those. So everybody else was cowardice around. Okay, got you. People filming. Look at this. And I get it. It's like, what are you going to do? You're going to get in the way of that animal? But see, yeah, this guy right here, thankfully, jumps all over it. Mind you, you see how many white girls are in the crowd right here? Don't get it twisted. When I talk about the culture, I mean everybody who falls in line with this culture. It's all ratchet, ghetto. It is dysfunctional, every single bit of it. I don't care if you are blonde hair, blue eyed, true Aryan blooded individual. If you fall into this sort of darkness, you give yourself over to this darkness, you're not immune to it. You're susceptible. I mean, how many kids are in the suburbs listening to this nonsense and they become the very same thing energetically, which means spiritually, which means mentally, emotionally, and they start acting out in those sorts of ways. And we wonder what is going on with these kids. This is a culture that continues to endorse its own brokenness. It supports it. It makes an infrastructure for its own divisiveness, its own brokenness. Let me show y'all something. Get back here. I hadn't even gone through 2/3 of the song yet. Gotta be me, damn it, the money ain't neat, but I'm on medicine. Okay, read that. I admit it. I told her that the way she out my league. Okay, that's the chorus, I guess. N-word be with that talking. So Herm gonna catch him. More violence. He gonna walk him. More violence. N-word be flossing and you try to stop it. I drop it. They chalk him. More violence. Body. Not even a human, just bodies to them. I really don't get it because I'm steady effing up. Think they go moss me. So they're gonna catch him, is what he's saying. Again, the creativity of some of these kids and the analogies is brilliant because music is a gift from God. God created music, but as you know, the so-called angel of light, Lucifer himself, son of the morning star, in charge of music, he will use it and twist it and morph it into what you're seeing here. How do you have worship, glory, being turned into, I'm going to take this one dude's life, take another man's life, then take another life, and I feel like my life is going to be taken. I'm tormented. They know that I'm slimy, so get ready. I'm coming. Just know that I'm going to take another life. In the loft, we go on and get off. I don't want to hear any excuses from any parents. And his own mother came out and gave a statement saying, the kids just want to come out and have fun. I want to see if I can find that. I didn't bring that video up. Honestly, I didn't know if we would necessarily need it. But now that we're here, I'm like, no, that's necessary. NBA young boy. Let me see. Yeah, there she is right there. Let me go ahead and run this for you guys. Wow. Yeah, trust me. Nothing about this is sweet, is cute, but I know it's necessary. And I feel compelled to. I feel that God, as much as I may want to give up on these folks or whatever it is, these kids are going to need the alternative, and they need it more than ever right now. It is a very dark hour. This is the darkest hour.
Hey, y'all. Today I'm going to talk about...
Now, hey, don't mind her voice. I know it's nails on chalkboard type of stuff, but just bear with me here. This is the mother of NBA YoungBoy. Look like she could be a sister.
The Chicago show. I know a lot of people, they upset because Chicago show was canceled. Okay. It had nothing to do with Kentrell. My baby love him.
Kentrell is the son. That's his like not chemtrails.
His fans.
Leave me
He was
alone.
so ready to come out there and do his little dance or whatever. He was ready. It was y'all city. It was, I think it was like y'all, what it is, governor, mayor, whatever y'all have, whatever. It was them. It was the United Center, whatever. They canceled it, but it wasn't canceled, to hurt y'all. It was canceled to to protect y'all.
Yep.
Kentrell is not coming to nobody's city to start mess or be mean or be messy. He's coming to y'all city, have fun. Y'all gonna listen to the music.
Her son is not coming into the city for anything but fun. Does this sound fun? N-word be with that talking, so Herm gonna catch him and hop out and walk him. N-word be with that flossing and you try to stop it. I drop it, they chalk him. Does that sound like your son is about nothing but just some good old fun? This what the devil calls fun, by the way. It's always dysfunction. It's always leading to death. Because that's all he knows. That's his nature. Can't help it.
Y'all gonna turn up. Y'all gonna have fun. He's up on a stage. So, but what's going down in the audience really don't have nothing, to do with him. So they protecting y'all from people that might want to come there and start mess. Because a concert is not just about music and having fun. It's about music, having fun, seeing your favorite artists, and going home safe to your parents. It's about going home safe. It's about going home.
By the way, if you're a parent out there, let me just address you for a second. Please stop having this mentality like we're living in the 1912s or 1913s. You understand me? We don't live in a day and age where privacy is the same thing. You got to know what your kids are up on. You have to know what they're watching, what they're getting into. Well, I don't want to invade on their privacy. That is not privacy of a person who is still under your guardianship. This ain't a diary. And even back in the day, kids' diary, stay out of the diary. Sometimes you might learn a lot in that diary, but I'm not saying that you should go in there. But the phones and the devices, it's going to be necessary because we're in different times. You think some of these parents whose kids are, you think the parents of the kid who took Charlie's life, or the man who took Charlie's life, would not have loved to have known what their child was being exposed to exactly. So at the very least, they could speak to it and be there and be intercessors or get the people who understand this stuff. Your kids are going to NBA YoungBoy concerts. They're out there with the demons. They're out there about to lose their lives. Y'all saw what happened to Travis Scott, who has a lot of demonology and things of that nature in his own content, whether it is physical, visual stuff, or in the music, auditory, etc. And you had kids die at his concert, being stomped out. How many passed out and almost lost their lives? That's somebody's kids that ain't coming back, who just went to have some fun. That energy, that rile up, but the kids are just having fun. Let the kids have some fun. You too serious. I'm 29 years old, and I know the difference between what is right and what is wrong, that there's something off about that. Like I said, the last concert I went to, and I haven't been to a concert in years. It's not my thing, really. But I went to Ed Sheeran. Wow. What a beautiful concert. That is to the extent at which I would go. I would have gone to Coldplay, but they done lost their way. I don't know what's going on with Chris Martin over there. I don't know what's going on with Chrissy Chris. I don't know. Them type of concerts right there. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm a fan. Maybe I'm wrong for that. But NBA YoungBoy, who is Schmurda music? And you're a parent of a child and you're going to send your child willingly to go see this? okay, maybe, if God don't mean anything to you, then okay, I get it. I get it. If God means nothing to you, I completely understand. But you claim to be of God, and nah, I'm not gonna go for it. I'm sorry. I don't know what excuse you have. I won't go for it. And so your son or your daughter, something happens to them that night, that day. I don't go around these people. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I don't. I know Jesus went around everybody, and maybe if I'm called to it, I pray for him from a distance, but I know better. I know better. I use my discernment and my pattern recognition, baby. They got that look in their eyes. If I see this walking down the street, I'm subject to walk across to the other side.
Home and saying how much fun you had. It's not about going home and saying, oh, they were shooting or fighting in the audience. Y'all getting ran over and trampled over. And you know what I'm saying? It's about keeping y'all safe. So don't ever think that we don't love Chicago fans. Don't ever think that y'all Chicago fans don't matter to my child, because all fans matter. We love everybody.
All fans
If
matter.
if you from anywhere and you want love from me, you want love from my children, you gonna get.
I'm telling you, that ain't no love. You know what they love? They love your money. They love your $150 for an NBA YoungBoy concert. Let me see, how much is an NBA YoungBoy concert ticket, so I can buy up a bunch of them and burn them. Let's see. NBA YoungBoy ticket prices. If it's 90 to 200 to over to $350 for the Columbia. Y'all think I'm lying. Look. What? Which prices depending on the venue, date, 350 and then another for 180. I'm sorry. I'm not paying a single dollar to get mashed up, to get shot and stabbed. Nah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, yeah, the spirit of NBA YoungBoy. Y'all folks out there, be cautious. Please, please, please pray over your children. I was one of them kids. I grew up in a wonderful household. My parents did their absolute best in every respect. From where they were at, they did their best. And for some time, I was led astray, and, I wanted my own way. And that happened countless times throughout the years. There's no perfection. Not this life. There is no perfection. But we look to do our absolute best, right? But, yeah, I fell into the dope, and I fell into street activities and trying to be one of these guys. And it was fake. Look, some of these guys are really from the streets, and like, that's just that entity has them. I could see through it most times because there's certain things I wasn't willing to do, right? When it was time to break into a residency, when it was time to take certain narcotics, when it was time to sell certain narcotics, I wasn't willing to go down that road because there was a little bit of a conscience in there. Even though I was wrong as anybody else I was around, wrong as my boys, but something in me was there. And that's you. You're interceding, you're caring, you're loving, and most importantly, you're telling the truth, but you're living the truth. You are bearing the fruits of that. You're not somebody who is a hypocrite. You can't be that because the kids know. They smell it, and they're going to run to whatever they feel is authentic, even if it's an authentic demon named NBA YoungBoy that wants to walk them down and chalk them down. It's crazy stuff, folks. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there, or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace.
I've been up for hours, I've been up for days, staring at the ceiling, I've been counting strays, I've been in my feelings, I've been out of mind, I've been getting visions of the other kind, I've been up for weeks, I'm in the counter blessings over counting sheep. I can never be the type to limit when it comes to me. I used to be the pleaser for the people I ain't even need.